Ursula Hall, Brown County Hall of Famer and Bronze Star winner, was born in 1902 to Nellie and Alpheus Hall of Sardinia, growing up in a small house on Graham Street. Miss Hall quit school at an early age to work at the Cyclone Store, a sundry goods store in Sardinia in the space currently occupied by Jacob Slatter. She then decided that she wanted to be a nurse, so she went back to finish high school at the age of 27. Upon receiving her diploma in 1932, she then enrolled in the Christ Hospital School of Nursing. Upon completion of her studies, Miss Hall spent the next 10 years working at the Christ Hospital in Cincinnati as a registered nurse and supervisor. When the U.S. entered World War II, Ursula joined the Army Nurse Corps beginning active duty on April 15, 1942. She was assigned to the 48th Mobile Surgical Hospital. The 48th Mobile Surgical Hospital was considered an early experiment of the U.S. Army, becoming the model for the famous MASH units of the Korean War. The evacuation hospitals were always at the ready and could be struck, moved, and ready for operation at a new location in record times. The 48th Mobile Hospital was first shipped to our zoo in North Africa in November 1942. The nurses, as well as the rest of the unit's personnel, had to be lowered from large ships to smaller commando boats, wading to shore while avoiding bullets and explosions as they went. May of 1943, the 48th was redesignated as the 128th Evacuation Hospital and the unit before being shipped to Sicily. A heavy storm struck the hospital, and within 5 minutes, every tent was torn or leveled. Tent poles, laboratory equipment, and X-ray equipment were all broken, all while caring for 195 patients in the wards. However, within a few hours, the hospital was back in service. Next, Ursula's hospital unit spent 7 months in England, where they taught new military hospital units how to properly operate an evac hospital. Soon after their time in England, Ursula's unit was shipped out once more, this time landing on Utah Beach, making them one of the first hospitals to care for the wounded of the D-Day invasion. Later in the war, the unit moved to Belgium for the Battle of the Bulge and continued throughout the European theater, serving wherever they were needed most. Ursula remained in service until the end of 1945 and was awarded a Bronze Star under the rank of First Lieutenant. Returning to civilian life, Ursula was one of the charter members of the George A. Lambert Auxiliary in Sardinia. Miss Hall also practiced nursing at the Sardinia Medical Clinic for 20 years before retiring in 1965. As one doctor said, "If Miss Hall is taking care of your patient, you know they are getting the best of care." Ursula Hall died at the age of 93 on March 31, 1995. In 2019, Miss Ursula Hall was inducted into the Brown County Historical Society Hall of Fame. A thank you to the 128th Evacuation Hospital Living History Group and Ben Major from the World War II U.S. Medical Research Center.